Hi, it's Chris from Quirky Neighbor. And in this video, I am going to talk about Printful's pillows. So Printful has a couple different pillow options. They have different shapes, square and rectangular, and then they have two grades they call basic and premium. A couple dollar difference between each. And in a previous video, I had shown a premium pillow design that I had done, and somebody was asking me like, what's the difference between that and the basic? So I decided to find out. So I created a design specifically to evaluate the printing. So it's a combination of text and watercolor and a vector design, kind of a random collection, but I think it wound up doing a good job so you can compare between the two pillows. So I got two 18-inch pillows, square, one in the basic, one in the premium. Okay. So this is the basic, and it's a little hard to tell here, but I will wind up having posting a blog post where I do some close-up pictures of this. But this is sort of a sateen finish, a bit of a sheen to it, a smooth finish, and I think as a result, the printing, like both the text and also this vector-based design, is really crisp. The colors are bright, the lines are crisp, very nice quality in terms of in that respect. I find the construction, as you know, compared to the premium, is identical. The insert is identical. So I think, you know, in terms of the construction, no difference here. This is, the premium. So the premium fabric is more of a linen weave. It has sort of that slubby texture. It's a little bit rough, and as a result, I mean, the text is still very clear. There's slight fuzziness in the in the lines, but nothing like you really have to look and compare. But you do see a difference in how it printed simply because of the texture. And once again, as I said, the construction's identical. There's a zipper in the bottom here with the insert in there. Where it's very interesting is comparing between the two in terms of color, I think. So, let me get these ordered. Okay. So this is the basic and this is the premium. Oh, how much it comes through on the camera, I'm not sure. So the basic one here, I find this background color is definitely more green. It's sort of a pale aqua. I should have looked up what the code was that I used. And it's definitely more blue on the premium. And maybe not so much you can tell on this side, but when you flip them over to see the back, I think because of the texture of the fabric, the colors on the basic are printed, they're much brighter. They're slightly muted on the premium. And once again, I think it's mostly because of the texture of the fabric. The content of the fabric is very similar. They're a polyester fabric of some kind, both washable. But so the big difference is, I find the big difference between the two, there's two really. It's the texture of the fabric. The basic is more smooth and shiny, and the basic is more of a matte finish that's like a slubby linen. And I think as a result, the color reproduction is slightly different. If a precise color reproduction is important to you in how in your merchandise, I recommend you experiment, find out which one works better for you in the results you need to get. And while I'm talking about pillows, let me get another one here. This is a pillow from Printful. This is the premium. I think I've had this like 3 years. I have used this on my sofa, and I abuse this thing, and I think it's been a good, an interesting, experiment in how well it holds up. It has a little bit of pilling on the fabric, but nothing major. The color still looks really good. I have washed this multiple times. It goes through the washing machine, no problem. The insert has gotten really compressed, but that's easy to fix. But I thought it was good to so you could see that these really do last nicely. As I said, I abuse this thing. I use it as a lumbar pillow. I put my laptop on it. It's gotten a beating and it's lasted pretty well. So I can genuinely recommend those Printful pillows. So as I said, I think construction wise, the basic and the premium are almost identical. The difference is really in the surface texture and how the colors reproduce. So you're going to need to experiment to see what works for you. Okay, until the next time, see ya.